Most water filter pitchers only tackle chlorine and a few other common contaminants, but Clearlyfiltered and Zerowater claim to go far beyond that. Clearlyfiltered boasts their pitcher can reduce a staggering 365 contaminants, while Zerowater is marketed to remove virtually all total dissolved solids, or TDS. So which one is actually better than the other? Well, I put these two pitchers to the test using a certified lab to analyze what they actually removed from my water to find out. I also compared other important factors like how much they cost to maintain over time, how fast they filter, their design quality, and more. So in this video, I've compiled all my testing data so you'll know exactly how Clearlyfiltered versus Zerowater compare and whether or not their bold claims hold up. And trust me, there were some unexpected surprises with each. Water filter pitchers are often seen as a budget-friendly way to improve your water, but Clearlyfiltered and Zerowater aren't your average carbon-based pitchers, and with their advanced filtration claims, they come with a higher price tag. Clearlyfiltered is one of the most expensive pitchers I've tested, costing $90 up front. In contrast, the comparable Zerowater 12-cup ready pour pitcher is far more affordable at $39.99, less than half the price. But before you assume that Zerowater is the better deal, we've also got to account for the ongoing maintenance requirements for each, as this impacts their long-term cost. Zerowater is by far the most expensive water filter I've tested in terms of replacement filter cost, costing an average of 70 cents per gallon. Their claimed 40-gallon capacity per filter can actually be much lower than that. So check it out. Zerowater filter lifespan is directly impacted by the TDS of the water being filtered, even if those solids are primarily beneficial minerals like calcium and magnesium, i.e. the water is hard. Clearlyfiltered, on the other hand, has a higher claimed filter capacity of up to 100 gallons. But that doesn't mean that it's the cheapest option either. With an average filter replacement cost of 55 cents per gallon, it's nearly twice as expensive to maintain as budget-friendly pitchers like Brita, Pure, and Waterdrop. So while Zerowater is the more affordable option in terms of upfront cost, its more frequent filter replacements make it the more expensive option in the long run. Most water filter pitchers claim to reduce at a minimum chlorine, lead, and some chemicals. But Clearlyfiltered and Zerowater go beyond that, using a mix of filter media to target a wider range of contaminants. To test Clearlyfiltered versus Zerowater's performance, we used TapScore, a certified lab testing service. We took a sample of our unfiltered water, ran it through both pitchers, and then compared the before and after results. Our unfiltered water contained 8 contaminants with possible health effects, including fluoride and uranium, which exceeded industry benchmarks that prioritize human health, called the HGL. Other detected contaminants included barium, copper, molybdenum, nitrate, strontium, and sulfate, though these were all lower than the HGL. Zerowater outperformed Clearlyfiltered overall, reducing 100% of all detected contaminants except copper, which it reduced by 97%. Clearlyfiltered still performed well, completely removing fluoride, uranium, and copper, while reducing barium by 86%, strontium by 67%, and molybdenum by 53%. However, it struggled reducing nitrate by only 11% and sulfate by just 3%. Both pitchers effectively removed the 1 ppm of chlorine residual in the source water, as confirmed by an on-site DIY test strip. Our testing also revealed some unexpected results, which affected each filter's overall score. Our Clearlyfiltered test showed that the water contained 0.0054 ppm of cobalt, despite none being present in the unfiltered sample, above the HGL of 0.002 ppm. This is interesting because Clearlyfiltered's own third-party test data claims that the filters should reduce cobalt by more than 98%. While anomalies like this can occur, it's good to note that this was just one single test, and we'll need to conduct further in-depth analysis to determine if this issue is actually pervasive or if it was just a one-off. And the Zerowater post-filtration test showed 3.4 parts per billion of chloroform, a disinfectant disinfection byproduct, exceeding the HGL of 0.22 parts per billion. Chloroform was not detected in our unfiltered water, and my hypothesis is that this has to do with our testing process. I tested several water filter pitchers at the same time, filling them one by one with a single water sample from a large 5-gallon bucket. I filled all the pitchers first, then took the samples for the unfiltered water test directly from the bucket last. It's likely that chloroform was actually present in the unfiltered water sample in the bucket initially, and due to its volatile nature, may have dissipated before our unfiltered sample was taken. So to be clear, I don't think that the Zerowater filter or pitcher itself added chloroform to the water. But still, this data suggests that Zerowater might not be sufficient for addressing certain organic contaminants like disinfection byproducts, which are commonly found in city water. Both pitchers also affected the healthy minerals in the water. Clearlyfiltered removed 32% of calcium, but magnesium concentrations increased by 64% and sodium by 48%. Potassium was also detected where it was absent in the unfiltered water test, and carbonate concentrations increased by 330%, which contributed to the pH rising from 7.4 to 8. Zerowater, as expected, eliminated nearly all total dissolved solids, removing 100% of magnesium and sodium and reducing calcium by 99%. It brought TDS down to 8 ppm and lowered the pH to 7. Hey, so if you like seeing water filters lab tested for real-world use like this, give this video a like and let me know down in the comments which filter I should test next. So one limitation of my own testing is that I can really only assess how well a filter addresses contaminants which are actually present in my water. But what about all the other impurities these filters claim to remove? Well, that's where third-party certifications come in. Certifications from organizations like NSF International and the Water Quality Association, providing independent verification that a filter can effectively reduce specific contaminants and proving that it will live up to the manufacturer's claims. Clearlyfiltered claims to reduce 365 plus contaminants, while Zerowater claims to reduce 43, including 99.6% of TDS, yet each pitcher is only certified for the reduction of a few. Here's how they compare. Clearlyfiltered is WQA certified to NSF ANSI standard 42 for chlorine reduction and NSF ANSI standard 53 for the reduction of PFOA and PFOS, two of the most common PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. And I'll drop links to all these certifications in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Zerowater is NSF certified to NSF ANSI standard 42 for chlorine and standard 53 for the reduction of lead, mercury, PFOA, PFOS, and hexavalent chromium. Ideally, both brands should obtain additional performance certifications to back up their claims and provide additional confidence for buyers. To compare their filtration speeds, I timed how long it took both pitchers to filter a full top reservoir full of water and then converted these timings into a standardized gallon per hour flow rate. Clearlyfiltered was slightly slower, filtering half a gallon of water in 13 minutes and 12 seconds, equating to a filtration rate of 2.27 gallons per hour. Zerowater filtered 0.391 gallons of water in 8 minutes and 56 seconds, with a filtration rate of 2.62 gallons per hour. So Zerowater is slightly faster, but the difference, just 0.35 gallons per hour, is barely noticeable in daily use. And this is pretty standard for gravity-fed water filters, which naturally take longer than pressurized systems. When it comes to design, Zerowater and Clearlyfiltered have a lot in common at first glance. Both are classic water filter pitchers made from clear plastic, featuring an upper reservoir for unfiltered water that sits above the main pitcher, separated by a filter. However, there are some key differences in durability and build quality. Clearlyfiltered offers just one model, a 10-cup pitcher, while Zerowater has a wider selection ranging from a compact 7-cup pitcher to a large 52-cup dispenser for high-volume use. Clearlyfiltered feels sturdier thanks to its Triton plastic construction, while Zerowater's polypropylene and ABS build feels thinner and more brittle. Both filters are certified for material safety as a component of their performance certifications, but Clearlyfiltered goes a step further with an additional NSF ANSI 372 certification from the WQA for lead-free design. Both brands are pretty vague about the actual filtration media inside their filters, but here's what we know. Clearlyfiltered combines carbon block with a stainless steel mesh screen and other, quote, proprietary materials, which I suspect are ion exchange resins. Zerowater uses a 5-stage filter that includes activated carbon, cation and anion exchange resins, and 3 layers of physical filtration. Setting up a water filter pitcher is typically a straightforward and easy process, and that was exactly the case with both Zerowater and Clearly Filtered. After unboxing the pitchers and reservoirs, we washed them with warm, soapy water and prepared the filters for assembly. Clearly Filtered was slightly more involved because we had to prime the filter first. This was nice and easy using the included priming bag, and the process took less than 10 minutes. Priming helps remove air pockets from the filter, ensuring optimal performance and quicker filtration right from the start. Zerowater, on the other hand, was easier and ready to use immediately as the filter comes pre-primed in a sealed bag. Just install the filter, fill the reservoir, and start filtering. Now I want to look at the companies behind these products and how they compare in terms of policies and warranty offerings. And Clearly Filtered did better across the board in this category with a 24-month warranty, a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, and free shipping to all customers anywhere in the US. Zerowater, on the other hand, falls short in this category. Its pitcher warranty lasts just 90 days, while the filter cartridge warranty is only 30 days, which can be problematic considering that the filter may not even last a month, depending on your water quality. Zerowater also lacks a return policy altogether, and its free shipping only applies to orders over $99 within the continental US. Clearly Filtered and Zerowater both position themselves as premium alternatives to the $20 water filter pitchers found at big box stores, but are they really worth the investment? I would say yes, but of course this will all depend on your water quality and personal preference. Both pitchers demonstrated strong contaminant reduction in my testing, but the best choice for you comes down to which contaminants you need to remove. Clearly Filtered is the better option if you're looking for a durable, high-quality pitcher backed by one of the longest warranties available. It's also ideal if your goal is to target specific harmful contaminants rather than just reducing total dissolved solids, and it may be better for organic chemicals. On the other hand, Zerowater makes more sense if you're primarily interested in removing nearly all TDS from your water, if you want a wider range of pitcher sizes, or if you'd rather keep your upfront costs under $50. Now, although Clearly Filtered and Zerowater provided solid contaminant reduction, I've tested other water filters that performed even better and have much cheaper ongoing filter replacement costs. So if you live in an apartment or rental situation and you're looking for the best water filter for your drinking water, you won't want to miss the next video coming up right now. Click or tap to keep watching.